Well, after Soup Plantation last night, I was watching Fear Factor. Have you seen this show? It's quite incredible, really.
Well, I've seen it for about 30 seconds.
It's really realistic. That's what I like about it. Yeah,
realistic.
Yeah.
How could this be realistic?
It's
Where are
realistic.
people going to be eating crickets and
But these people
frogs?
are really scared. You can see it in their faces.
That's right. They're really
course
scared. Really scared.
Yeah.
It's realistic.
Well, yeah. I mean, they could catch anything from these things that they eat. And
Well,
they,
then
I mean,
you don't see how brave they are for doing this for our entertainment?
I'm sure African natives have to do this all the time.
Sure.
So, you know, I'm sure there's some humans who are
No,
tempted,
no,
right?
no. There's nothing realistic about this show at all.
Well,
I
how
mean,
about American Idol? I think that's realistic. I caught it the other night with that big
American Idol?
yeah. The American Idol, they're trying to find really talented people. I mean, look at Britney Spears. Anybody can be better than that.
No, they have
At
a
least they're
mold,
giving-
and they've got this mold, and they're just picking people up and trying to fit them
No,
into the mold.
at least they're
Britney
giving
When they
Spears,
find one that
Britney
fits into the
Spears.
mold, then they're going to
Come
say,
on, she's
yay,
gorgeous.
let's adore this person
Huge
here.
breasts.
No, at least they're
Huge.
giving the common people a
huge breath,
chance
of course.
to break into the movie business.
The common people.
That's
no,
right.
common people. By common people, do you mean...
People like you and me. We could get on American Idol and we could be winners.
So do you really think that if I went on American Idol,
Well,
I would
you have to have
one
talent.
shot,
Well, maybe
one
not,
shot,
maybe not you.
Yeah,
but
maybe
other
not
people.
him, but I think
like
I
you,
could do it.
Eleanor? Do you really think that you could
I
be
don't
an
know,
American
you know,
Idol?
I think I could do it.
Really?
Yep.
So what is
Listen
your act?
to
You
the
going
rhythm of the falling rain, telling me just what a fool I've been. See?
I do not
I
even
think I could do it.
believe
Well, you're a
that you
pessimist,
could
aren't
be
you?
so deluded as to think that you could fit into this mold that they've precast for American Idol. I mean,
I don't believe it's mold. I believe it's individuals doing that they can do and showing their talent to the American people. Because it is the American people that choose who wins. Aren't I right, Eleanor?
yeah, the
Maybe
American people watching American Idol. Yeah, these.
It's one of the locals.
Who is this lunatic they let in?
They say I look like Monty Whaley.
Security!
Excuse me.
Security!
What?
Hello.
I don't understand.
Oh,
What
let him go. Let him go. We don't. You know.
I mean, that poor man.
Yeah, well-
that poor man. I mean, he's obviously deranged.
Well, he chose his life.
Well, he's got a shiny horn, though.
How could you say that?
He chose his life. Homeless people chose to be where they're at.
Yeah, by losing their jobs, by
They can always get another job. McDonald's is always hiring. Every time I go to
Oh,
McDonald's,
yeah,
I see
sure,
new faces.
Sure, yeah, you could get a job at McDonald's, and if you worked, approximately
Listen,
120
this guy-
to 140 hours every single week, maybe
This
you
guy's
could
probably
afford
been
your own
drinking and
apartment.
taking drugs all his life. He chooses to be homeless.
Well, then
And we're in America, and we all can choose the kind of lifestyle that we want. Don't you understand that we're free in this country?
I
What do you
understand
think
that
our
there are
forefathers
freedom.
fought for?
For their own land, for their own
What are
big
you, some kind
homesteads
of
or
communist
something?
socialist?
No, I'm not a communist socialist, but I like to, at least get some
do you
sense.
hate women? Do you hate women? Is
He's
that
probably
what-
gay, too.
No,
Okay.
actually, I love women. I'm
Yeah, but not as friends. She's talking about lovers. Can you love a woman?
Of course.
Yeah,
I have a
right,
loving
right.
wife that I've had for 15
Oh, that's just
years.
for show, and you know it.
15 years. And
You
if
just
you
wanna-
talk to Myrna, I'll
Myrna?
tell you. Yes.
Oh,
if you
that
talk
sounds
to
like
Myrna,
a gay stripper down in Hollywood.
How
Myrna.
dare you? I just don't understand how you could possibly insult me like that. And my wife, whom you've never met, I just do not. I can't fathom how you could conscionably do that. How you could say these things about my wife. How you could disparage my character in such a manner.
Well, I'm drunk. I don't know about
Who's
him, but-
disparaging you? Ain't nobody
You
disparaging
are,
you.
and she
Hey,
is.
your
She's
friend's
saying-
here. Why don't you go take
She's
him
saying
home
that
with
I
you?
hate women.
Hey, Mr.
Boy,
Bleeding
Jay,
Heart
what
Liberal,
are you-
take him home with you.
Well, I don't have any.
Here, come here. Here, buddy. I know this guy don't care about you, but I do.
If I'm
I
wearing
care about you.
Thank you.
2 pennies, and
Not-
you're
not-
giving him
not
the
too much.
flower
Not-
water
not
to
too much.
drink.
Right. Thank you.
Oh, that's lovely, lovely. I mean, I'm wearing a suit in my other clothes there. I have some money, otherwise I would give you what money I have. but obviously...
You could come up with 2 cents for him, come on.
No, I would be happy to go off camera and get several dollars to give to him. This is... Fine.
Yeah,
if that's what you want.
Oh, no, sit down, don't worry about it.
No, really. This is what I would like to give him. You know,
well, then go get several
it takes.
dollars then. You're supposed to be so rich.
I'm not rich. I mean...
You couldn't even help a poor homeless guy. You're here bleeding, your heart's bleeding all over this table. You're so liberal, yet this guy comes in here and you couldn't even help.
I will turn out my pockets. I have nothing in my pockets.
What's your last name?
Anywhere.
What's your last name again?
Or what? I've got
Morton.
things to do. Excuse me. I've
Yeah,
got
where's
things to do.
TJ? I mean, come on. Where's TJ?
Oh, right. We don't need that idiot coming out any sooner than he does.
Look,
you know how he is.
nothing. I have nothing in any of my pockets. I'm telling you, all of my money.
Well, so when you leave
is
your home in the
backstage.
morning, you don't carry no cash with you?
I put on my good suit backstage because I didn't want to drive in such finery. So,
okay,
you're insulting me here.
I don't mean to be insulting.
Obviously, a lot of anti-Semitism going on here.
Well, slightly.
I didn't even know you were Jewish. What was your last name again?
End it.
Welcome back to This Week in Yelling with TJ McLoud. I'm your host of the same name. It's time to meet the panelists. To my right is the lovely Eleanor, political columnist and supreme lord over everything female. To my left is the stubborn and rather bloated Tony Quinones, a think tank hack and a crappy foosball player. Up next, Mort Milton, founder of the American Jewish League and president of the Red Sea Pedestrian Society. And last, but certainly not least, is Dr. Fluffy. Yes, Doctor. Absolutely.
It's a puppet.
Yes, but it's more than that.
TJ, I'm not any of those things you said. I'm a writer for the Hollywood Reporter, for Pete's sake here. How can you say that about me?
Same difference. First question. In a perfect world, natural evil wouldn't plague our collective sanities, but it exists. Hurricanes, tsunamis, volcano eruptions. Why would an all-powerful, all-knowing, all-good God allow these things to happen? Is it an issue of faith? Or is it just a big, sick game being carried out by lunatic Avengers in an increasingly more chaotic universe?
What? What?
I'm not done yet. If I wanted a reaction out of you, I would have dropped a nickel. Next question. Newsflash! The South American puppet dictator Itchy Salzed found murdered in his bathtub. With the Pope on his way out, where is Osama bin Laden? Tony!
Well, the last I heard, they had Osama bin Laden trapped in the tribal areas between Pakistan and Afghanistan. And I certainly hope our great President George W. Bush, who, by the way, reads his Bible every morning, starts dropping nuclear weapons on them caves. Maybe that will smoke his ass out.
Eleanor!
Well, I really hope that Osama has changed his ways, shaved his head, moved to Miami, and lived with all the other faggots, really. I really do.
Schwartz!
Osama bin Laden is nothing more than a figurehead. He absolutely is not in control of the terrorist activities that are going on around the world today.
Dr. Fluffy! Yes?
A stuffed
Doctor.
animal.
Do you only hear what he says?
You magnificent bastard. Please come back more often. Otherwise, I have to fill the chair with another one of these nincompoops.
It's just disturbing.
The answer?
The guy's crazy.
Using vast fortunes accumulated by the 7-Eleven franchise chain, Al-Qaeda was able to shrink bin Laden to 3 inches in size.
This guy's a moron.
That's right. with the help of an incredible shrinking ray, a miniaturizing gun, if you will, he could be anywhere. He could be in our pockets right now.
Yeah. Our pockets.
I swear to God.
Next question!
You didn't even ask a question.
Speaking of pockets, why don't my pants fit? Tony!
Because you're probably wearing the boys you screwed last night's pants.
Baby! Jewy Justine!
I'm going to let that slide. But in answer to your question, you've probably been eating donuts or something that changed the circumference of your waist. Or maybe your ego has slipped down around your belt and there's just no room for it anymore. I doubt they will ever fit again.
Typical. Very typical.
Typical of what?
Dr. Fluffy! Silence, the doctor is speaking!
I
Doctor.
can't hear him. What? Say that to me, Fluffy.
Now, doctor, I know your credentials are impeccable, and I cannot wait until your latest book comes out in paperback.
Can't buy the
But for
hardcover.
you to sit there and claim that the government has a cure for AIDS is, well, inspiring.
I just do not understand.
He's talking to a
The
puppet.
answer! They're not my pants.
So
what
I
he
was
said.
right. I was right.
How bad of a man is Saddam Hussein? Giggles.
Oh, he's a very bad man, and he needs to be stopped. After we get, we should get Hussein before we get Bin Laden. You know, Hussein gasses his own people. He cuts out the tongues.
Give it to us in a number.
Hussein has to be stopped before he controls the entire oil production
In
of
a
the Middle
number.
East. Hussein and Bin Laden have to be stopped. 11!
11. You knew damn well it was on a scale from 1 to 10. I would have even accepted 0, but 11? Ha, it's all right. I'll give it to you anyways, just because you are all that's left of a lost civilization. Next question!
This guy's a madman. He's a madman.
Where is Osama bin Laden?
Oh, you already asked that question.
Yes, but last time I said Salami bin Laden.
No.
Yeah, well, we
No, you
didn't catch
didn't.
it.
Well,
TJ.
Well, I did now, fatty.
Who you call him fatty?
Wrong! I love you.
Probably all you can love, a damn puppet.
That is so childish.
Yeah.
That is just so ridiculously childish.
Yes, Lieberman, I see your hand raised. You must have to go pee-pee or poo-poo.
How much more puerile could you become? I just can't even fathom why I'm sitting in this chair
He's
at
a
this
typical
moment.
corporate media whore.
Absolutely. I just...
Next question!